Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. You know, always inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNet TV and tweet me too while you're there. Rhina Valentin, we want to hear from you. All right, so our next guest is she's a true media talent and she's also the owner of her own production company, produced by ANP. And she recently became the face for the city's minority and women-owned business enterprises campaign, and all while dealing with lupus. Her story is captivating and motivating, and she's here to tell us more. Please welcome writer, producer, and director Adrienne Nicole.
Hello.
Hello and welcome and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You have a lot to be congratulated for. We're going to start just with your career journey in being a well-established producer, an Emmy-nominated producer. That's an accomplishment within itself. Let's start there.
Okay, yeah. I've been in production for the past 15 years, and I started in news, made my way through network television, and I decided while I was working at a network that it was time for me to start my own business.
Was that when you were working at MTV? I just want to share with everybody. That's the famous segment, right? The MTV True Stories. I'm an alcoholic.
Yes, MTV True Life, I'm an Alcoholic was one of my most popular episodes that I've produced, and they created parodies, people did reports on it, and it was really life-changing for me, just to be able to experience someone going through this disease, and it taught me a lot. It helped me grow as a person, it helped me grow as a producer, and it really helped me grow as a storyteller.
So how long ago were you diagnosed?
So I was diagnosed with lupus in 2009, and that actually was sort of the impetus to me starting a video production company. I needed to be able to manage my time, I needed to be able to manage my stress, and I just needed to be able to manage me, and creating a company allowed me to be able to do that. So, I already had the skill sets. I already knew what to do. I now was just able to do it on my own terms.
So just because we're referencing lupus as being almost like a catalyst to motivate you into becoming independent and trusting yourself, right? Do you feel that loan itself to help assist you in creating a more authentic lifestyle for yourself?
Yeah. I am now able to do things on my terms. I can take on clients I want to take. And when working for someone else, I wasn't able to do that.
Right.
So I am now me, my clients are me, they reflect me and they reflect my energy. And it has been proven, it's proven to be even more successful for me career-wise to have this business than actually doing it for someone else.
And that I introduced that only because, in having your own business, there's a huge risk. And the risk always comes from, where is that money coming from? How do you generate the funds? And hence comes the Minority Women in Business Enterprise, right? Because you become certified and then there's contracts available to you. Let's talk about that.
Indeed. So I am one of the faces of the city's Minority Women Business Enterprise.
Congratulations on that again.
Thank you very much.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's really weird to see my face on a bus shelter, but it's cool at the same time. So I actually started working with the city as a means to essentially keep the lights on. While the city isn't my only client, but they are a consistent client. So I've done pretty well with them over the past 7 years after being certified. I encourage everyone who qualifies to get certified, because de Blasio has put out a statement that he's going to spend $16 billion with MWBEs by 2025. So get that money, it's there.
Got it.
Yeah, and I think that people get caught up and think that there's only money for construction companies. But my company is a video production company. We produce commercials for New York City Emergency Management, for Commission of Human Rights, for a bunch of different agencies. But then we also do the same for corporations. So there is an avenue to be able to work with the city and still have other clients.
Which is lovely, and they also did a success story on you, right?
Yeah.
Is that what led into you becoming the model?
Yeah, yeah.
Or one of the models, but
One
you
of
know,
them.
well, yeah, no, but I love it. I think you're beautiful, and you know,
Thank
you
you.
kind of could loan yourself to being on camera, so it totally makes sense because you know, a lot of people think that this business is solely about being in the front, but in the back is where the creativity is fully exercised.
Yes, yes, and that's why I enjoy being behind the scenes. I mean, being a producer, being a director, we determine what really happens on camera, and I actually never wanted to be on camera. I hate makeup. I don't like to do my hair.
Don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I know you guys don't get it either because look at her. Look at her.
This is all for today. No. So it was, it was great. That was why I decided to be behind the scenes. That's kind of where the power and control is.
Right? So at least we're being truthful on air at that.
I know.
But with that, you also have the freedom to go and do speaking engagements, and I know you do a lot of speaking referencing lupus. And before we go, I just wanted to share with our viewers, I guess it's one of those things that you really can look a certain way on the outside and not really know what's going on inside because it's an internal disease, right? It's an organ disease, right?
Right. Yeah. So lupus is an autoimmune disease that where the system attacks itself. So there's typically what I like to call favorite organ that lupus likes to attack in different people. I mean, lupus presents itself in different ways in different people, so it makes it kind of challenging to treat sometimes. But it is something where you can look fab on the outside and feel terrible on the inside.
Right, because you have flare-ups. And so just because we tapped into that, and before we go, I just wanted to share, just if by chance somebody happens to be watching that just got diagnosed with anything, and they feel like their life is over, what would you share with them?
Life is not over. Maybe the way you knew life is over, but there's just another way it's going to happen. So be comfortable with this pivot, make it work for you, and then life will be great.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
being here and
you.
sharing that. Woo! She dropped some gold nuggets there. Adrienne, everyone. Once again, for more information on Adrienne Nicole, you can visit Produce by ANP, or you can also follow her at Produce by ANP on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we do have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll learn how one organization has been catering to the community for 40 years through the arts. Don't go anywhere.